Governor Ron DeSantis signing the Heartbeat Protection Act late last night.
Hello, this is Governor Ron DeSantis, and I want to thank the National Rifle Association for all you do to preserve, protect, and defend the Second Amendment rights of the American people. The Second Amendment ensures that the American people have the capacity to defend their lives, fortunes, and sacred honor. It's the last backstop of freedom, the foundation upon which all of our other rights rest. Now, there are some today who see the Second Amendment as an outdated remnant of a bygone era, but the capacity of the people to defend themselves is the basis of their ability to rule themselves. It is no coincidence that throughout history, one of the first things that authoritarian regimes have sought to do is to disarm their own citizens. I find it curious that the same people who advocate the defunding of law enforcement tend to be the same people who express hostility for individual gun rights. They want criminals to have the upper hand over law-abiding citizens. As governor, I've resisted calls to take up gun control, even when such a stand is superficially unpopular, because I understand that it is precisely at those moments when a right is unpopular that it needs true champions. Like we do with other issues in Florida, we've gone on offense to expand individual gun rights. I called on the legislature to expand Floridians' ability to protect themselves, their families, and all they hold dear, and we delivered. Earlier this month, I signed into law constitutional carry legislation that will bring Florida into line with 25 other states that recognize the fundamental right of law-abiding American citizens to keep and bear arms without a government-issued permission slip. Because of our efforts in Florida, we now have a majority of states in this country that recognize such a right. Now, your efforts in Tallahassee and in state capitals across the country paved the way for us to get this legislation across the finish line.
I'll be signing legislation within the next couple of weeks to eliminate all so-called DEI programs from the state of Florida's universities. They say it's diversity, equity, inclusion, but in reality, those are euphemisms. It's really ideology imposed through the administrative apparatus of the university, and I think it's DEI is division, exclusion, and indoctrination, and that has no place in our public institutions.
Trump promised NRA members he'd have their back. When Second Amendment rights came under attack, Trump abandoned us and stood with liberal Democrats.
Our side. You guys, half of you are so afraid of the NRA. We have to fight them every once in a while. That's okay.
Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified. They have great power over you people. They have less power over me. I don't need it. What do I need?
That is why I have called for red flag laws.
Or might take the firearms first and then go to court. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process.
He and I introduced another assault weapons bill.
Diane, you have some very good ideas. Diane, if you could add what you have also, and I think you can, into the bill.
Yeah. Joe, are you ready?
Can you do that? Joe, can you do that? Pat, can you add?
Yeah, if you help.
Well, no, I'll help, but can you add what Amy and what Diane have? Can we add them in? We're talking about rules and regulations for purchasing. We're talking about changing an age from 18 to 21. I mean, I say that it should all be at 21. We do strong background checks. We're getting rid of the bump stocks.
Trump cut and run like a coward. Trump, the gun grabber, doesn't deserve a second chance.
Ron DeSantis loves sticking his fingers where they don't belong. And we're not just talking about pudding. DeSantis has his dirty fingers all over senior entitlements, like cutting Medicare, slashing Social Security, even raising our retirement age. Tell Ron DeSantis to keep his pudding fingers off our money. Oh, can somebody get this man a spoon?
Donald Trump is being attacked by a Democrat prosecutor in New York. So why is he spending millions attacking the Republican governor of Florida? Trump's stealing pages from the Biden-Pelosi playbook, repeating lies about Social Security. Here's the truth from Governor Ron DeSantis.
We're not going to mess with Social Security as Republicans.
What did Trump say?
Entitlements ever be on your plate?
At some point they will be. We will take a look at that.
Trump should fight Democrats, not lie about Governor DeSantis. What happened to Donald Trump?
You got to have a little spice in the speech, right? I mean, you got to have a little fun.